Have you ever been underestimated? Judged before you even had a chance to show what you can do? This is a story about exactly that. It's about a man named Cale, a seasoned archer known throughout the Seven Valleys for his unmatched skill. He could hit a falling leaf from 100 paces, or so the legends claimed. His pride was as sharp as his arrows. One day, a woman named Elara arrived in his village. She was quiet, unassuming, with hands calloused from work, not from a bowstring, or so it seemed. Word of Cale's prowess had reached her, and she sought him out, not for lessons, but for a challenge. Cale scoffed. He looked at her simple clothes, her serene expression, and saw no warrior, no rival. "Archery is a man's art," he declared, his voice dripping with condescension, loud enough for the gathered crowd to hear. "Go back to your weaving, woman. The bow is too heavy for you." The crowd chuckled along, seeing what Cale saw, an ordinary woman out of her depth. But Elara didn't flinch. Her voice, though soft, cut through the mockery. "Then it should be a simple matter for you," she said, her eyes glinting with a hidden fire. "One shot. Let the arrow decide." Intrigued by her audacity and certain of his victory, Cale agreed. He wanted to humiliate this upstart, to make an example of her. He drew an apple from his satchel, polished it, and placed it atop a post 100 paces away. "A simple task," he announced. "Hit this, and I'll concede you can at least hold a bow." Cale drew his magnificent yew-bow, the string groaning under the tension. He took a deep, theatrical breath, held it, and released. Thwack! The arrow flew true, embedding itself dead center in the apple. The crowd roared with approval. Cale turned to Elara with a smug grin, his arms crossed. "Your turn," he said, gesturing to the target. He expected her to miss the post entirely, to give up in shame. He had proven his point, or so he thought. Elara stepped forward. She didn't carry a fancy bow like Cale's. Hers was a simple, unadorned long bow, worn smooth with use. She nocked an arrow, her movements fluid and economical, without a single wasted motion. There was no grand posture, no dramatic pause. She simply raised the bow, drew the string to her cheek, and in a single seamless motion, she released. Her arrow didn't just fly, it sang through the air, a high-pitched whistle that silenced the entire crowd. It followed the exact path of Cale's own arrow, a shadow chasing its predecessor. Then came a sound that no one expected, a sharp, distinct crack. Cale's smug grin vanished, replaced by sheer disbelief. The crowd gasped. Downrange, his arrow, still embedded in the apple, was now split perfectly in two from nock to tip. Elara's arrow had not just hit the target, it had split his own arrow down the middle. She hadn't aimed for the apple. She had aimed for his arrow, the impossible shot. Silence hung heavy in the air, broken only by the two halves of Cale's arrow falling to the ground. Elara lowered her bow, her expression as calm as ever. She had proven her point without saying another word. Never, ever underestimate a quiet master. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. We'll see you in the next one.